George Galloway and his wife were both stopped under Schedule 3 of the Counter-Terrorism and Border Security Act 2019 at Gatwick Airport and were later released. But it's not just politicians who can be stopped under Schedule 3, but political opponents, investigative journalists, critics of government foreign or domestic policy, campaigners, activists, charity workers, and even ordinary passengers and travellers can be stopped, questioned, and detained without suspicion under Schedule 3. So could you be the next passenger stopped under Schedule 3? Here is what you need to know about Schedule 3, what these powers are and what these powers are not, and what your rights are. So what is Schedule 3? Schedule 3 is a close cousin of Schedule 7. Now, many of you may well know about Schedule 7 already, and I've covered Schedule 7 powers in early videos in a lot of detail. In short, Schedule 3 allows the police and border officers to stop, question, search, and if necessary, detain you at a port, airport, or near the border. The key difference between Schedule 7 and Schedule 3 is Schedule 7 is about terrorism. Schedule 3 is about hostile activity. Hostile activity is about spying, espionage, sabotage, or helping a foreign state or intelligence agency. Schedule 3 says an officer may examine someone to determine whether they appear to be a person engaged in hostile activity. And a hostile act is defined in the 2019 Act as one that A, threatens national security, B, threatens the UK's economic well-being in a way tied to national security, or C, amounts to serious crime. Why would there be more Schedule 3 stops now? In my opinion, with rising international tensions, Russia, China, multiple cyber threats and attacks, reports of election interference, and the UK support for Middle Eastern allies, the government and intelligence agencies are increasingly focusing on hostile state activity. That's why I predict Schedule 3 is going to be used more often like Schedule 7. How long can the police detain you under Schedule 3 at the airport? If you're stopped, the maximum time for questioning and detention is 6 hours. And that's combined with Schedule 7. If officers switch between the two powers, the clock doesn't reset. 6 hours total from when the police begin the examination. Are you under arrest under Schedule 3? The answer is no. You are not under arrest for a specific offence under Schedule 3. But under Schedule 3, you are detained. You cannot leave until the examination ends. During the examination, you may be asked about your views, religious and political, your associations, your friendship groups, your skill set, even where your political loyalties ultimately lie. A Schedule 3 detention can feel like an interrogation or a police interview, but legally it's not treated as an arrest or a police interview under the Police and Criminal Evidence Act. So do officers need suspicion to stop you under Schedule 3? Again, the answer is no. And this is one of the most controversial features of Schedule 3. Officers do not need reasonable suspicion you are involved in hostile activity to stop you. In practice, many stops are guided by intelligence, but according to the 2019 Act, no grounds are required. That said, according to Schedule 3 code, decisions about who is selected for a Schedule 3 must not be arbitrary. The Border Police must be informed by the threat from hostile activity. Selection factors may include known or suspected sources of hostile activity, links to groups involved in hostile acts, intelligence about hostile activity or locations, emerging threats or unusual travel patterns, suspicious behaviour at the border, or referrals from other security agencies. Race, religion, and other protected characteristics cannot be used on their own as a reason to detain you under Schedule 3, only if they are tied to a credible threat information. Do you have a right to silence if questioned under Schedule 3? Now, this is crucial and very important. Unlike a normal police interview under Schedule 3, you do not have the right to remain silent. You do not have a right to say no comment without legal consequence. Under Schedule 3, you must answer border police officers' questions and provide information to them, including passwords to devices like laptops and computers and mobile phones in your possession. Protecting your privacy is not a defense. You must cooperate with searchers, including strip searchers. If you refuse to give your password or obstruct a search, you can be prosecuted and sent to prison for failing to comply. Schedule 3 is part of a wider system of border powers designed to deter, disrupt, and identify threats, at least as the government defines them. But critics argue Schedule 3's reach means political opponents, investigative journalists, and campaigners can all be caught up too, not just those who wish to harm the UK. The future of Schedule 3 stops is almost certainly going to expand and increase. Welcome to United Kingdom. Subscribe and follow for more, and let me know your thoughts in the comments about what you think about Schedule 3. And thank you for watching.